and welcome to Lunchtime Politics on Channels Television. I'm Millicent Walker. On the news this hour, Code of Conduct Tribunal finds suspended Chief Justice of Nigeria guilty of false declaration of assets as presidency calls it major victory for anti-corruption policy of Buhari's administration. Sacked Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Onnoghen, files appeal on 16 grounds against the federal government, says his conviction is premeditated. President Buhari signs a new national minimum wage bill of 30,000 naira into law, and we ask, is this suitable for the country's current economic position? We'll find out. Welcome everyone to the program. We begin lunchtime this Friday on developments trailing the decision of the tribunal on the sacked Justice Walter Onnoghen. Now, Justice Onnoghen has filed an appeal challenging his conviction and sentencing by the Danladi Umar-led Code of Conduct Tribunal. Well, in the appeal to the Court of Appeal, the suspended Chief Justice of Nigeria, who had resigned about a week ago, is challenging the judgment and ruling of the tribunal on 16 grounds. He's also seeking an order of court that the tribunal lacked jurisdiction to entertain the case and that it ought to have recused itself from the proceedings before it. He is also asking for an order to set aside his conviction and forfeiture of assets, and also an order to discharge and acquit him. Some other grounds of appeal include that the lower tribunal erred in law when it held that he confessed to the charges framed by admission that he failed to declare his assets. Justice Onnoghen is contending that he did not admit to the non-declaration of his assets as a justice of the Supreme Court, but only said he did not declare his assets in 2009, which he eventually did in 2010. Well, the judgment convicting Justice Walter Onnoghen is the climax of a trial which started specifically January the 14th, 2019. Well, this next report, our judiciary correspondent Shola Shiole tells us how it all began.
It started with a petition written by a civil society group called Anti-Corruption and Research-Based Data Initiative. The petition, which was dated 7th January 2019, was addressed to the chairman of the Code of Conduct Tribunal. The petitioners say that the petition was based on alarming facts, which indicates that the leader of the country's judicial branch is embroiled in suspected official corruption, financial crimes, and breaches of the Code of Conduct Bureau and Tribunal Act. The group also alleged that Justice Onnoghen's Code of Conduct Bureau forms for 2014 and 2016 were dated and filed on the same day. Both forms were received in December 2016 after he had been sworn in as acting CJN. In the end, the petition alleged that his financial transactions were not justifiable by his lawful remuneration at all material times. On the 10th of January, a day after the tribunal received the petition, these facts had been reduced into a 6-count charge. And in a move never before seen in the history of Nigeria, the arraignment of the Chief Justice of Nigeria was fixed for Monday, the 14th of January. But Justice Onnoghen did not show up in court for the arraignment. He failed to show up again for the next hearing on January 22nd. 4 days later, on the 26th of January, President Muhammadu Buhari suspended him from office. Despite his absence in court, Justice Onnoghen had a response to the petition. He says that he forgot to make a declaration of his assets in 2009 after the expiration of his 2005 declaration. He also says that the need to declare his assets anew after his November 2016 appointment as acting CJN made him to realize this mistake. And so the two forms were made on the same day to also cover the period in default. On the foreign denominated accounts he failed to declare, Justice Onnoghen simply said he believed the accounts were not open when he made his declaration.
Their contention is that we have not proved our case. Our own contention is that we have proved our case beyond reasonable doubt, and it's for the tribunal to now make a decision.
The judgment convicting Justice Onnoghen is clearly not the end of the matter.
It was premeditated. Yes. Judgment has been passed before today.
Justice Onnoghen has already filed his notice of appeal, and this is one case that would no doubt go all the way to the Supreme Court. Shola Shoyeli, Channels Television News.